Right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to begin this lesson here by giving all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations goes to the elect. Alright? This is the brother Amma, one from the Great Millstone Camp in Trinidad, coming back to do another lesson through the Holy Spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, and this lesson, the name of this lesson is and let's not forget, the Lord is returning. All right, which is the main which is our main doctrine. All right, that the Lord Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai is going to return on the face of this earth. All right, the Lord is going to return, and there's nothing no one on this earth could do about it. So what I will touch on is the war in heaven. All right, because there will be some people, mainly the Edomites, trying to stop the return of the Lord, which that cannot happen. The Lord is going to come back. You cannot stop it. Nobody on this earth could stop it. Alright, the scriptures say that. Scriptures say that in Isaiah 27 chapter. And the 4th verse says, "Fury is not in me. Who would set the briars and thorns against me in battle? I would go through them, I would burn them together." Let me read that in the next version. And the next version it says the NASB 20 says, "I have no wrath. Should someone give me briars and thorns in battle, then I would step on them and I would burn them completely." The DBY, let me read the NET. It says, "I am not angry. I wish I could confront some thorns and briars. Then I would march against them for battle. I would set them all on fire." The NIV says, "I am not angry. If only there were briars and thorns confronting me, I would march against them in battle. I would set them all on fire." So what the Lord saying, he was, again, I was somebody to come up against me. Let me show them a force. Because the Lord is none of, he is a man of war, but he don't go and start wars. You understand? He don't go and start wars, in the sense that the Lord, I was listening to Apostle that I have video there. The Lord will go and start wars. Like you have these Edomites who always looking for war. The scripture says, as David say, "I am for peace, but when I speak, they are for war." Verse 5 says, "Oh, let him take hold of my strength, that he may make peace with me, and he shall make peace with me." In other words, you have to be stronger than me to fight me. And there is no one stronger than the Lord. So the Lord is going to return. Don't forget that. You Edomites, you tell yourself you win. You ain't win, you lose. You see, when Yahweh Shai came here 2,000 years ago, humble as a lamb, died on the cross, that was to defeat you. That was to defeat you. Right? The first Isaiah 27 verse 5, it says, the CSB says, "Oh, let him take hold of my strength. Let it make peace with me. Make peace with me." Excuse. The ESV says, let them lay hold of my protection. Let them make peace with me. Let them make peace with me. Basically, what the Lord's saying is, you have to be stronger than me to fight me. and there is none stronger than him. He's the Almighty. He's more mighty than all. So the return of the Lord is imminent, and it is going to happen. There is no Edomite, there is no Moabite, no Ammonite who's going to stop the Lord's return. Alright? So we can't forget that. So this is Revelation 12 and 7. It says, and there was war in heaven. War in heaven. So okay, hold on. Yes, I like about that. Yeah, so we're talking about what? The war in heaven. They say there was war in heaven. So you have the misconception of these Christians. As we just went through, there's the Lord said, something like calling out men. He called out men. He called out those who want to fight him. He said he's not a violent, he's not angry, he's not vexed, And he is vexed, but what let me rephrase that. He's like, he's not a seeker of violence every minute. God, the Lord in heaven is peace, right? So he's not the Lord like, I'm not a seeker of violence. I'm not it. But if a man want to step up, let him step up. Let me show him how dread I is. In we terms. Or if he tell himself he want to make peace with me, he had to take hold of my strength and I will surrender. So the Lord saying he's more powerful than all. So now when we're reading about this war in heaven, this is when he returns. Because he is going to return. Can't forget that. So this is my Revelation 12 and 7 says, and there was war in heaven, right? Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. I'm gonna look at that in our next Bible comparison. Let me see what I have for that in our next version. Yeah, the next version ain't giving you nothing. Ooh. Look at it right here. The HNV. Yeah, we get the point. That's what the HNV say. The HNV said there was war in the sky. Because that is where the war is coming. Watch me. It says Michael and his angels made war on the dragon. The dragon and his angels made war. Let me get that in right. In Isaiah 62 chapter, it says, who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness mighty to save. See? traveling. I'm going to get the meaning of the word for traveling.
Strong's H, 6808. Sa'a. Sa'a.
Tazai. Tazai. It means to stoop, to tip over. Boom, boom, boom. Traveling. Right. So what I was speaking about really and truly is the chariots. He's traveling in the greatness of his strength. That is the chariots. Where he's coming back in. And he's saying that he's coming directly to Edom. That goes into Daniel, the 2nd chapter, when the stone hit the feet in the image. That feet was Edom. Right? When the Ancient of Days did sit after the thrones were cast down, that was in after the Edomite rule. So who is this that cometh from Edom? That's Yahawashi, our Lord. Because as the lesson is, he is coming back. Don't forget that. Alright? Like Vocal Malone forget that, because Vocal Malone do not speak on anything else but the Israelites. He don't even teach that his God is coming back. He don't teach. He don't go in the scriptures and teach that. All he studies is the Hebrew Israelites and the One West doctrine. Nevertheless, it says, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? I've trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. So what the Lord is saying here is that he is coming to wage war. Because as we just read earlier on in Isaiah 27 chapter, there is no one able to take his strength to calm him down when they get him vexed. He say, as a man, I don't really look for violence. I don't go around the place provoking nobody for violence. But if you step to me and you say, want to fight, I'll fight you and I'll destroy you. You're talking like a real Jake, right? I'll fight you and I'll destroy you. Or if you don't want me to destroy you, you have to take all of my strength, and then I will make peace with you. But the Lord saying, you cannot hold his strength. He is above all. But these Edomites tell themselves they will be able to fight against the Lord. So then, when you go back in Revelation, the 12th chapter, the dragon fought and his angels. Now, this war was in the sky, as we read in the HNV, right? And the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not. Let me see what the Bible comparison say about and prevailed not. Let me see what it say. The ESV say, but he was defeated. See? But he was defeated. You see? Look, the NET say. See how we're tying in Isaiah the 27th chapter. It says, but the dragon, because even when you read Isaiah the 27th chapter and the first verse, matter of fact, you know what? Let me get at it. Right? Because this is an impromptu. This is an impromptu. I just doing this through the Spirit. But this is what the Lord said in Isaiah the 27th chapter and the first verse. It says, in that day the Lord with his sore and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan, the piercing serpent, even Leviathan, that crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. Now that is a metaphor for Edom and his power structure. Edom is the serpent. So when you read in Revelation, the 12th chapter and the 9th verse, right? Edom is the serpent. Edom is the wicked one, the devil, the serpent, the old serpent, the dragon. That's Edom. Right? And then when you continue to read, right? When you continue to read in verse 4, the Lord was telling them, if you tell yourself you want to fight, you have to be stronger than me. So now let me go back in Revelation chapter 12 and verse 8, right? And in the NET says, Revelation 12 and 8, but the dragon was not strong enough to prevail, so he couldn't take hold of the Lord's strength to defeat him. So there was no longer any place left in heaven for him and his angels. And you see, when you read it like that, it has lead some people to believe that Satan get kicked out from heaven. But let me see what the HNV say. Now, remember, heaven represents the sky. According to the HNV, they say it's the sky, right? And it is the sky. Let me see what another version saying. I didn't say nothing. They didn't say in the sky. They didn't say in the sky. But heaven here don't represent the sky, right? Heaven here represents rulership. But the war in heaven was the war in the sky. But when it's in this heaven here, this represents the rulership. But then I have no more rulership for him.
Strong's G 3772, Uranos. Uranos.
Uranus. It says the vaulted expanse of the sky with all things visible in it. Alright? Yeah, it's already given you the. But this talking about. Right, see? Uranus, perhaps the same as G3735. What I saying? A mountain. See? A mountain. Yeah, it's not being no more now with the hell. Again, yeah, that's no. No, not the right. Heaven, Uranus. And this is what it's saying here, right? I got that right. It says Strong's definition, Uranus, perhaps from the same as G3735 through the idea of elevation. Because Esau elevated himself. Right? It says implication, happiness, power, eternity. Neither was there place any form more in heaven. Heaven go extended in that verse. It represents he will no longer be elevated. He will no longer be in power. Right? He will only be low. He'll be destroyed. Because what is going to take place is that Esau is going to come with his fighter jets and all the technology that he has to fight in the air. He's going to come with that when he sees our Lord coming with the chariots of heaven, and he's going to come to pick a fight with the Lord. But he will not be strong enough. And that is why the scripture say and verse 9 says, and the dragon was cast out. Yeah, he was cast out. No place wasn't found for him anymore in heaven. That old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Right? The angels represent to his messengers. And right now that go represent to a messenger, envoy, one who is sent, an angel, a messenger from God. His messengers, his angels, his one who serves him. The ones who serve him, that is the military. Right? Because it's going to have the armies, Esau's armies, up in the heavens with him, fighting for him. With the fighter jets. Them go and lose. Alright, them go and lose. And I'll see the teacher message someday. So, you know what? Before the phone cut off, I'll give all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because I know he mother go and message me something. So, yeah. So, I give all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Basham Kakodash. Hopefully, when edifying until the next time, I say shalom to the elect. I'll come back just now and do the lesson. Shalom.